What is up, everyone? I randomly woke up at 4:58, and since I know the patch drops at 5 a.m., the patch notes, I was like, might as well just record it in the middle of the night instead of sleeping again. Let's just rather be disappointed, you know? Let's see what Timmy is cooking today. We see Latios in it, of course. We see a lot of treasure skins. So we'll see what's gonna happen in this. Looks like Attacker finally getting buffed. First up, we have Gardevoir. Of course, we just saw Gardevoir there. Confusion getting a 15% increase for better last hitting and laning phase. Psychic having a more move speed decrease. And Moonblast, a bigger stun? No, don't just... Wait. Since all of Gardevoir's moves require targeting a specific location or direction, the hindrance or effect of Psychic and Moonblast have been strengthened to match the risk of missing. Additionally, the damage of confusion has been increased to improve stability in early game. They're not buffing the Moonblast stun. Bro, we all complain about stuns, and the first thing they do is buff Moonblast. Okay. Alright, Greninja. Greninja buffs. More HP, up to 600 at level 15. Wow. I mean, he obviously needed a bit more HP, not gonna lie. More special defense. More boost auto attack damage. More bubble damage for laning phase. And also Smoke Screen, getting a 1 second cooldown and a 20% move speed increase. That sounds pretty fun. That sounds pretty fun. Boosted attack damage, of course, is very good for Surf. It doesn't matter much Water Shuriken, but definitely for Surf, also quite huge. As you'll be able to maybe execute targets a bit more often with your boost auto attack. Then we have Cinderace getting a buff. Blaze, 70% increase, which I think doesn't really matter too much. Actually, maybe it does. No, it's the passive right there. 17% sounds like a lot. Boosted attack, 8% increase. Ember, which this one doesn't matter because you don't notice it, but a bit more damage in early game. And low sweep also getting a buff. Then buffing all the early games a bit of these Pokemon, which I mean, they're pretty bad in early game. So maybe you can actually start laning with them a bit, you know? Okay, already interesting buffs so far. Gardevoir, Greninja, Cinderace. Next up, of course, the Battle Pass buff of Latios. But Drago Meteor getting a buff. Damage of the second and subsequent meteors, 30% of the first meteor damage to 50%. Ooh, and the Unite move also getting a 10% decrease. I mean, this is fine. As long as they don't buff Dragon Pulse, I'm okay with it. Right? I think at least. And this does deserve a bit of a buff. Then we have Garchomp. Garchomp getting more buffs or what? Rough Skin, cooldown after triggering 2 to 0.6 seconds, but the reflected damage ratio is decreased. Okay. Dragon Rush, damage reduction effect from 30 to 45%. And Unite move has an 8% damage increase. Interesting. I'm definitely gonna probably try some Energy Amp as well on Garchomp. On this patch. Sorry guys, I had to yawn. It's 5 a.m. Okay. Interesting so far. 8% increase, more damage reduction. I mean, I guess all these Pokemon kinda deserve a buff a bit. Even though Groudon is kinda back and they're good on the Groudon map, right? Groudon map is good for attacker Pokemon. But attacker Pokemon have been very bad for the last 2-3 patches, so kinda deserved a bit. Garchomp. I mean, Garchomp just came back. I think Garchomp is viable. It just won UIC as well, so I'm surprised to see Garchomp buffed after just literally won a tournament. Then we have Surfetched. Cooldown reduction buffed. Fury Cut have interrupted the main cooldown is now reduced, but they're buffing Surfetched? Since the cooldown of Surfetched moves in the late game was long compared to other Pokemon, making it difficult to be effective, the cooldown reduction from its stats have been increased. Additionally, because the risk was extremely high when Free Cut was interrupted, an effect has been added that to partially reduce the cooldown when interrupted. Okay. Interesting. I didn't expect a Surfetch buff. I thought maybe like a small nerf instead to the crit. Never mind. Then we have massive buffs to Cramorant. I mean, that's kind of deserved, right? Gold Missile can now move by catching the Arrokuda. Oh, that's nice. I always hate that you have to stand still to catch it. To like pick up the boost auto attack. Hurricane add an effect that increases attack speed by 40% for 3 seconds after use. I never thought I would want attack speed on Cramorant, but sure. Air Slash, 10% damage increase, that's nice. Reduction hit, that's also very nice, from 5 to 8%. That's gonna be very fun. More healing on Air Slash. And also Unite Move getting a 12% damage increase. This sounds all very strong. Definitely feel like Dive Cram with Air Slash is gonna be back and playable. If people want to play it, of course. It all sounds very, very good. 10% here, more cooldown reduction, more healing, and Unite Move more damage. And also this one right here might be huge. Being able to just... We'll see how this goes. Will be interesting. Mega Gyarados. Are we now at the nerfs? I assume these are more nerfs, right? Yeah. Dragon Breath, basic attack damage after hitting, 10% decrease. Attack speed increase... less? And automatic attack damage on Mega Wolf, 15% decrease. Okay, so that's huge nerfs on the evolved Dragon Breath. Right? Or is it also normal Dragon Breath? I can't believe I think it's normal Dragon Breath as well, right? Waterfall 6 to 7. 6 to 7. Ach man. Timmy. I have to say 6, 7 in the video as well. Waterfall cooldown from 6 to 7. You can never say these numbers ever again. It's over. Damage 15% decrease. And Unite Move also Mega Evolution duration by 5 seconds nerfed. Okay, that's some huge nerfs for Mega Gyarados again, which is deserved. There was, if you saw my video, it was also Shadow Buff last patch, so definitely deserved a few nerfs. Normal Gyarados, oh, okay, both Gyarados are getting the same nerf again, okay. So this is normal Dragon Breath as well, yeah. Normal Dragon Breath. Gyarados also getting the same nerf to Dragon Breath, but Mega Gyarados getting the also 15% decrease here on the Mega Evolution attack damage. But otherwise, Gyarados getting also the Waterfall and Dragon Breath nerf. That's gonna hurt for normal Gyarados. I want to play some Bounce as well. Mega Charizard, why getting nerfed? Finally, I mean, this Pokemon has not been nerfed. Wait, this doesn't seem like a lot though. Flamethrower move speed increase by Mega Wolf 15 to 10%. And Earth Crusher Unite Move 10% more increase on its cooldown. 5% or 5 second less Mega Evolution duration. And less move speed. Okay. Sure. I mean, 5 second less Mega Evolution sounds maybe good. But I feel like it always just flies up, there's some big damage, and then everything is gone. You know? Blast size nerfs, finally. Surf, 15% damage decrease, Shield amount 15% decreased, and also Hydro Typhoon having a higher cooldown. Very good, very nice, deserved. Mimikyu nerfs, nice. Mimikyu is currently my permaban. I always ban Mimikyu in Draft. Hate this Pokemon. Less HP, Shadow Sneak, half a second more cooldown, less damage, and also Play with Me. The Unite move getting an 8% damage decrease. I think these are some solid nerfs. I mean, doesn't need too many nerfs, but definitely some. Mewtwo Y getting a nerf because it's the highest win rate attacker Pokemon. 10% damage decrease on Side Strike, Teleport, higher cooldown. Sure. I mean, I think this just makes no one to play Mewtwo ever again, though, again. I'm gonna be honest. Just like Mewtwo X now. But honestly, the Mewtwo's being gone, I don't really mind too much. Scizor. Or Scyther, I guess. Okay, Scyther is getting the nerf, of course. Unite Move 10% decrease, very popular Pokemon in tournaments right now. Very strong. Less recovery on Dual Wing Beat. And also the second hit getting a nerf. And also Unite Move. Then we have Delmice. I assume he's getting not nerfed though. Anchor Shot. Change that it no longer leaves opponents in a hindrance resistant state unable to act. Nor does it pull them. Delmice's performance in being able to pull opposing Pokemon even when they were in hindrance resistant state was too strong. Really? No one even plays Delmice. I swear I never see Delmice being played. But sure, to me. I mean, it makes sense, right? But sure, I never thought Delmice was a problem with that. Instead, maybe nerf this on Buzzwole or something. Because on Buzzwole it's a problem. That's a bit too strong. Zapdos getting a first nerf right here, and hopefully a bug fix as well. Yeah, okay. There's the bug fix. Unite Move, High Voltage, Siege. Number of lightning strikes 10 to 7. Interval between lightning strikes increased by a second, and also damage per lightning strike increased though. Okay, more damage on it, but less strikes of it. Alright, I think that's okay. And then we have a very important bug fix because it was bugged. If you watched my video, it was clearly bugged. As well, I also made some clips of it at some point. This Pokemon was clearly bugged and not working as intended. Maybe I can run another clip so you guys see it right here. Cool ability for the second. Look at this damage right here. Where is it? Like, it was clearly not intended. Was it here? Right. Look at this damage. And you're like, oh, Chris, you're level 8 and they're level 5. This is still not normal damage. Getting hit by one ability. Look at this. Bop. Look at all these numbers. Look at all of this popping up. There's like 500 numbers here that just pop up and they all just explode. It doesn't make any sense. The damage was nonsense. Sometimes it just, I think it procced multiple times. Easily. People just disappeared from existence. It was definitely... You want to see a Slowbro explode? Let me show you that as well. Let me show you a Slowbro explode. Before someone says, oh, you overleveled. Of course, I'm also overleveled here. But you don't just see a Slowbro getting one shot. Where was it again? Was it in the second game of this video? You don't see a Slowbro getting one tapped all day. Look at this. I'm 10, he's level 8, and bub. 4.2k damage, 3.8k on the Slowbro. So, before someone says, ah, this is just intended, you overleveled, look at this. I one-shot a Slowbro at level 8. One shot. Look at the HP bar of Charizard. So, yeah. It was definitely bugged. You could clearly see it was bugged. And Umbreon also getting a bug fix again. It was still absorbing more Units Unite than it should. And that's it. That's it for the balance patch. Honestly, pretty good. They nerfed all the hard-hitting Pokemon. Like Mewtwo Y got nerfed. Mega Charizard Y, Mega Gyarados, Blastoise. All the annoying Pokemon did get nerfed. Mimikyu as well. And some deserved Pokemon, some attacker got some buffs. I mean, I was hoping for a bit more, honestly, because it was been a while since the last balance patch. It has been over a month. The last one was in January. So I was hoping for a bit more. But they're just doing the bare minimum. Which is, yeah, I mean, understandable for how Unite is doing, I guess. Anyways, solid patch still. See you guys in the next video. Bye.